It's Monday the 15th of February 2021. Welcome to another Timeware Community Podcast. My name's Simon Birchall, and with me, as always, the maniacal Mike Hoop. What does maniacal mean?
The nice way of saying it is wild.
Have you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
Anything special happen? Work-wise, home-wise, anything?
Not much. Oh, I had a burst pipe.
Work-wise,
manic.
Manic, Mike. Okay, just a short podcast today about absence management.
Yeah.
Various aspects of absence management. Okay, a key part of the system. If you look at the Timeware circle, it's a big part of what we do with Timeware. Let's just outline a few things. So we've got, on the absence management side, we have holiday entitlement. That's one side, isn't it? And then we've got the monitoring of sickness or the recording of sickness. We talk about holiday entitlements first of all.
Okay.
Give us a little bit of background on that.
So basically, we have entitlement policies.
Yep.
And they're signed against a group of people
So what's a policy? What does that really mean?
It's basically what a holiday allowance a person should have.
So let's say 30 days a year.
Yeah, 30 days a year, and we can do the standard features, which is carryover.
Yeah.
We can know how many days they're entitled to in that entitlement year.
Okay.
And then we can do years of service gain. And
so maybe every 5 years. What do we get here? Is it every
5 years?
Every 25 years you get an extra day.
That's what the management think we've got, not what the system says.
You get an extra day every 5 years.
Yeah, for certain people, and then for extremely pleasant employees, it's one day every year.
Okay, use Timeware as an example, right? After 2 years service at Timeware, you get an extra day for your holiday, for your birthday, don't you? You get a birthday holiday.
Yeah. So basically, the way that works is, when a month before your birthday, your 2 years of service, you get the extra day, and that's injected in for that current entitlement year.
Okay.
And then it checks that we're using it within a close to our birthday.
You've got to take it within a few weeks of your birthday. Okay, so people trying to request too many holidays, obviously the system knocks that back. Before it gets to a manager,
we can do, so if they try overbooking their entitlement, we can have it so it does go to the manager, or the system can chuck it out straight away.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's the customer.
I like chuck it out. Is that a technical term?
That's a Mike term.
Term.
Refuse it.
Nice one. Okay, so that's the entitlement side.
Yeah.
And then as well as that, we're recording other reasons for not working.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons is not turning up at all. That's unauthorised absence, and that's highlighted because that needs a reason against it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So people putting in, let's say it's a request for time off. We can have, at Timeware, the company, we ask that you give us 4 weeks notice before for holidays. So that's built in. That's the standard side, standard feature. Things like something like we have what we call tactical absences. So this is where I'll use you as an example. Okay, you ask for next Thursday off. And I say no, because they're too busy.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday night comes and you think, I'll just ring in sick tomorrow. And on the Thursday you ring in sick.
Yeah.
Whoever's logging that would see that possibly not strictly true. Maybe something. It might be worth having a return to work procedure.
Yeah.
Which leads on to the return to work procedure. So that's something we do for pretty much every company now, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's set up and everything.
How does that work?
So as soon as you can specify on a certain absence, so let's just go with sickness to make it simple. After a certain spell of that absence, so it could be a day, it can be 2 days or 3 days, however the customer wants it. When rather than the HR manager having to check if this person's back in, obviously we know when they're back in because we get a clocking in.
Right.
Swipe. So when they clock back in, it generates return to work.
And when you say generates return to work, what is it?
What it does is it emails to the manager or whoever you want it to go to, and it will say a return to work is required for job logs.
Yes.
And then what we can do, a lot of companies have their own return to work procedure form.
Okay.
Is
it like an editable PDF?
It's an editable PDF or a Word document. It's for what the customer wants to use.
And does that get attached?
That gets attached to the email.
Right, okay.
So that goes across. But the beauty of it is we can actually populate stuff on that form as well.
Okay.
So we can work out, for example, the Bradford factor score on that form.
Okay, so stop there. Bradford factor, just a well-known way of recording absenteeism.
That's it.
And that's again another standard feature within the system. Okay. So we've got holidays, we've got the recording of sickness, we've got the Bradford factor standard if necessary, and now with the introduction of the dashboards, we've got another way of displaying absenteeism information.
Which is real time as well.
Exactly. So we could have a list of people that were supposed to be in that haven't turned in. We could have trends. If, let's say, Mondays and Fridays are the most popular days for being sick. And then there's one other part on the tactical absences, which is the absence event spreadsheet, isn't there?
Yeah.
And this is interesting. This started off its life. Some companies wanted to record absenteeism the day after certain football matches.
Yeah.
So Man United, Man City playing whatever, and they wanted to identify people that didn't come into work the next day. And so this evolved into something slightly different. So the employer can put key data events in with key date ranges. So it might not just be one day; it could be a period of say 4 weeks where it's people are not allowed to take absences because it's a peak work.
Period.
Work period for that particular business. And a good example would be, say, retail around Christmas time.
That's it. So not on holidays.
Okay, so all these things that we just talked about are standard
features.
Return to work, we tweak that to fit in with the
customers.
So sometimes if they want something that's non-standard there would be a charge. Everything else is set up as part of the managed service. Anything else that we can mention? Absenteeism.
Entitlement forecast.
This is a great one. So if you've got a group of people, this has been really important recently, where they're not taking the holidays as on time. So we get to 25% of the way through the holiday year. If they're not taking 25% of the holidays, this is just an example. It can bring that to the attention of the user on the to-do list or on the absence management screen. So there's a lot of flexibility here, isn't there? It's a big part of the system, and a lot of the companies use a lot of it, but there are certainly a significant number of customers which are not tapping into this. And anybody interested in finding out more about the absence management module, if you email support@timeware.co.uk, or if you want to ring in on 0044 1706 658222 and ask for Charlotte, I'm sure we'll be able to help you. Any other points?
No,
is that it?
I can think of.
Good, great. Right, we'll speak to you later. Bye.